Hello everybody and welcome back to our EU4 campaign with Wurzburg, which we will now be calling Wurzburg Redemption. We'll be calling it that because of the wonderful amount of derp that we did in the first two episodes. So where we left off, we had actually taken two provinces. We have lost those. So we are right now waiting for some of this aggressive expansion to go away. In the meantime, we have a couple of allies, Saxony, Bavaria, but in general, thanks to a coalition war, we have a lot of truces. If we didn't have a lot of truces, we would have a lot of problems, but as it stands right now, we just have a lot of truces. So we are going to sit tight just a little bit, but look for a couple of opportunities to do a little bit of damage here. So we've been developing our provinces. If we look at where we're at from a tech perspective, we're pretty much on track except for administrative. We've got 4 in military and diplo already. I'm going to go ahead and re-speed things up here. Austria is currently at war with the Papal States and Aragon, who needed stability. So let's see, where should we go next? What should we do next? We have an anemic army at the moment and a more anemic economy. Army maintenance is already down. Forts are already inactive. So this is kind of where we started, right? Which was in a bad place economically, which was one of the reasons that we wanted to at least branch out to maybe a couple 4 provinces. Hesse is probably the most vulnerable at the moment. So we will go ahead and do we already have... We do not have any claims on them. So let's go ahead and start fabricating on them. If we declared war, how would that go? Now, we would run into more aggressive expansion, which is an issue. Unfortunately, I cannot afford an advisor. Better relations over time would be a great idea, but I don't even have a ducat a month to spend at the moment. So let's see. Saxony would join us. Bavaria would not. France, you don't love us yet, do you? No, we still can't get... If we could get their attitude to flip, that would do it. We'll go ahead and top them off while we're fabricating. Oh, Bavaria. We haven't done much work on them, so we'll go ahead and we'll get some stuff going there. Right now we're only at 2 of 4. So we definitely need to find some more friends. Unfortunately, we're just not very popular. Still can't get that due to rivalries. Gonna have to get a little more creative with our alliance options here. Hungary under a PU with Austria, Poland. Poland doesn't like us. Again, neutral attitude. Brandenburg hates us. Everybody pretty much hates us due to the aggressive expansion. So we're just going to have to do some old-fashioned diplo here. So let's see. We'll go ahead and start working Cologne. And let's see what's happening around us, because it's pretty active at the moment. Saxony's at war with Brunswick, Brandenburg, and Frankfurt. Oh yeah, we have loans. They were very small loans, though. We can already pay them off. How is Hesse doing? Bavaria now would join. Saxony wouldn't because they're getting stomped, essentially. Ansbach and Anhalt would join. 5, 10. That would give them 17 troops to my a lot less. So we will start trying to recover the military here. I have absolutely no horses, so we'll start with infantry. We're going to need a couple cav before that's said and done. Our force limit's 7. Mines is an rival. Let's see. What can we do? What can we do? The Saxony stop is unfortunate because if Bavaria and Saxony had been able to help us, chances are we could have gone ahead and taken that. It might be a blessing in disguise due to all the aggressive expansion, but we will see. Another loan coming due, this one much larger. How many loans did we take out? This is the last one, alright. So what else is happening in the world? The map looks pretty normal. Novgorod has noble issues. Sweden, are you still? Yes. Norway, yes. England has rebels, not a huge shock at this point in the game. Ireland still looks pretty normal. France and England are tussling. England getting kicked off the mainland, not uncommon. Who is all over Switzerland? Baden. Let's see what we're doing here. So this is they're defending. Breisgau was the target there. Alright, so it looks like Saxony is recovering. I'm not sure how. They have 2 troops. So we are paying war reparations, so we're going to be a little shy on money as we're losing 0.18 ducats a month. We'll go ahead and tech up. We're still a little bit away from being able to go for this war. Hopefully, Hesse does not get any stronger. Alright, first imperial reform. I believe the first, yes. So we get a reduction in build cost and a reduction in development cost. Austria's still holding on, but wow, Nassau, really? Bohemia looks like they're making a run at it. That's possibly good news for us. Later in the game, when the emperor needs to be curtailed a bit, it's good to have France opposed to Austria to help that. We are topped off with those guys. Bohemia is protective. That's interesting. They're almost willing to ally. Go ahead and improve relations with them. Bohemia is pretty useful, especially at this point in the game. Other than Austria within the HRE, they have clearly the best military. They've got great ideas for it, and just from a size perspective. Alright, we're going to go ahead and tech up in Diplo. Alright, did we get we got our diplomat back, so what's it gonna take? Okay, we can already get the alliance. Perfect. So, would you join against Hesse? No. Because they're protective against us right now. Understood, okay. So, we will continue to wait. Bavarian manpower will, they will come back. And some of these other factors will turn in our favor here soon. So we will, as painful as it is for you watching, be patient. And let's see, Diplo power or an absent merchant. I'll lose 10 Diplo. Unfortunately, every little ounce of income is important at the moment. So, France, England, no. The Hansa's an interesting option as we trek north against some of these guys. The provinces that the Hansa have are so well developed that they actually can field a pretty ridiculous force early game. Hesse and that 3-3 general is killing me, though. What do we have? My ruler is atrocious. I'm not really tied. I have no real interest in either of these. I'm happy if either of them go. Well, I'll take a 2-2 general at this point in the game, though. But if my leader were to perish or anything of that nature, I would not be upset. The government type, it gives a lot of flexibility in that regard, so we shall see. Bavaria, we will go ahead and top you up. Saxony, are you still at war? No, they're not. We need them to rebuild a little military. Let's see how our coalition is doing. Alright, we're getting under 20. They're getting under 30, I mean. Which is the threshold, and any activities we make against Hesse will push us back over there, but that may be not a huge deal. Alright, Bavaria would come in. They've now allied with Cleves. Alright, we will be patient. We still have a lot of military to rebuild anyway, and some loans to pay off, so get this last loan paid off. Poland and Austria, alright. So once we get our military rebuilt, we should be about ready. I will go ahead and top off Saxony as well. They are currently friendly toward us, so we will need them for the next war. Jubilee. This is always a little risky, but we're almost topped off on devotion, so we'll see if the Pope likes it or not. He does not. That's alright. Not a huge issue. 10 when we've got a pretty decent amount of relationships with them, not a huge deal. Alright. So just waiting for the money to tick up. And we should, I think we can take them, especially if we could get Bohemia somehow to not be protective of us. No, I will not be your vassal, Bohemia. But thanks. Alright. And they have an army to rebuild in Saxony and also a fair amount of debt to get out of. So let's see what else we have going on here. Alright, so trade, not so great. We're getting there on military. That would be something we would want to do anyway. Get to 5 on military tech before we make any moves. Create an army. Yep, we will be getting that soon. Prestige and lose 2.26 ducats. Yes, please. I cannot lose manpower. No, I guess I could. I'm going to regenerate it, but 2.2 ducats, not a big deal. Alright. Let's go ahead and get one more infantry, and then the last 2 will make cavalry. Which will take a little bit of time with the current economic situation. Saxony's back up to 4, 8 troops down there. But the Bohemia is still protective. Alright, there is our military tech. Actually, I'm going to wait till the end of the year. I don't think that'll put us too far ahead of time, or behind time, but we'll give it a shot and see.
Alright.
did not save us anything, but that's fine. Because we get new troop types, we get supply limit, we get combat width, and most importantly, we get shock. So we know we will be on the offensive, so we'll do Gallagly. Alright. So what are you at military tech wise? They're still at 4. Ansbach still at 4. Alright. How about you, Saxony? You are at 5. Alright, so that would be good. Bavaria 4. Are you at peace? Yes, yes you are. Alright, do we have any? Almost topped off with them. Let's see who we could get. We could get Bavaria, but that's it. Not going to be enough right now. We need Saxony or Bohemia, but until that attitude flips, we're up a creek. How about you? They're almost ready. Let's see if we can top you off and get you on board. Every little bit helps in these small central HRE wars. Alright, well, we're going to war anyway. Bavaria, my faithful ally, is requesting I come to their aid against the Palatinate. It's a war they have started. We'll be fighting Baden, Mainz, and Nassau. Alright, well. I cannot take another prestige hit, so as much as I really don't want to do this right now, I'm going to get the monthly tick and accept. And then I'm just going to hop on with them because I can't do anything about those 12 troops sitting on my capital there. Hopefully we got enough morale back to make a difference. We did. We actually took over. And we won. Perfect. So who all are we fighting? Palatinate, Baden, Mainz, and Nassau. I still have this claim? I do not. Alright, so I'm going to go sit at home. Where it's safe. And I can't really afford, honestly, to turn my forts on, so just gonna have to depend on my allies to help out there. Go ahead and ally up. They may drag us into that, but that's alright. Don't want to get involved with that right now. That was quick. A little bit of money. That's all they asked for. I'm going to take the money here just because we are that far in need of it. So let's see. Going to go ahead and lower the maintenance again. And see if I can get these knights going. And then we'll be just about ready, I think. Let's check to see where our diplomatic situation is. 10 devotion, or I'll take some prestige right about now. Alright. Still just Bavaria in that one. See what missions we can take. Improve our prestige. 50 from -6? Probably not. Mines. You are no longer our... Yeah, what's our... We have no improved relations here. We're +11, so that should be relatively easy. What's the reward? Prestige and diplomatic power. I'll take it. I will take it. Do I want an ally with them? No. I'm at the limit at the moment, and just not the best of ideas, so we will go ahead and get our last Latin Knight. We will be at our force limit and just about ready to make our move against Hessen. Let's see where our aggressive expansion. It's come down quite a bit. We still may run into an issue, but it's hopefully going to be borderline. We will get started with that at the next episode. So I've been your host, Nems. Thanks for joining us for this Let's Play with Wurzburg, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.